And we're in. And welcome back to Final Fantasy. Well, last time we had some talking to do. Did a last beginner dungeon, which it's good to get that done, but the main reason I'm happy it's done is because I can finally get some better gear. As we discovered last time, they shared the same equipment pool list, whatever you want to call it. But all that's done, and now I'm excited because I think we're finally getting to the real crux of the story. And that's what I'm interested in, because Final Fantasies typically have had really good stories. And so far it's just been, the little stories here and there and here and there and here and there. But I think we're finally getting to the main one, because the Scions of the Seventh Dawn does sound familiar. So I'm guessing they're an important part to the overall story of Final Fantasy XIV. So, here we go. Let's see, we also need about 3 levels, pretty much, and we'll be at Thaumaturge level 30, which means we'll be at Black Mage, and I can't wait for that, and then we'll go from there. So, let's not waste any time. Let's continue the MSQ. Level 17, we are 27 and all we've done are story missions. Huh. I need to check the leveling system. Anyways, mission level 17, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And we get some equipment. All of which is worth less than what we have. I'll probably take one of these because it sells for more. Or I guess I could take this and use it for vanity. Anyways, we'll decide that later. Unless I can just grab this. Sells for extra gil. Maybe we'll grab that. Alright, Momodi, let's do this. So you want to know more then, do you? Kinda have to, not an option, but yes I do. Well, ain't that a surprise, is it? I swear, if I am painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on the other, 9 out of 10 adventurers go through the first. I think it's depending on the situation what door I would go in. If I was looking for fun, certain death. If I just wanted a quick cash, I'd probably go limitless wealth. And the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being Ul'Dan. Haha. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. Well, that makes sense. Probably diving into a huge story arc. People are gonna perish. We're gonna get betrayed probably here or there. We're gonna have some epic battles, so yeah, let's do this. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these Scions of the Seventh Dawn, by the way, love the name, you can. Okay, so you're vouching for him? That's good enough for me, I guess. I clearly don't need more. How about you? They're good people who've made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Are we talking Beastmen, or... Because everybody has a problem with Beastmen, but here in Ul'Dan we have the Syndicate we also gotta deal with. So if they're dealing with the Beastmen problem, I'll go personally take care of the Syndicate problem. Let me at him. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Like a guild? Individuals like you, Mechanist. Oh, and I special. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. I literally cannot talk, I've not said a word, I only gesture. Oh, that would be cool though, because in games, main characters rarely, if ever, actually talk, because they're custom characters, if they actually knew sign language. That'd be cool. Anyways, as you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzean's enemies would very much like to know. We're talking Beastmen, the Syndicate, or we talk about the Garleans, the Garlic Empire. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Thanalan. Oh cool, they're based here. I was right to pick this place. Despite the fact I hate the sand and the heat, seems like everything's working for me here. I like some of the people in charge. The Black Mage is here. I have to do actual work here compared to other places, so I think I made the right decision. By accident. The place you're looking for is called the Waking Sands. I prefer the sands that put you to sleep. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance and you'll be let in. Oh cool, I guess what's-his-face did say they were looking for me. You're a man in demand. Aw, you're gonna make me blush if I could. Mechanist, and the days ahead... Let me see. Sorry about that. And the days ahead promise to be busy. I hope so. I want my last 3 levels. But I hope you won't forget your old friend Momodi. I thought that was an and there for some reason. My bad. Oh, don't worry. Unless you perish, I'll probably have to come talk to you once every 3 missions. Drop in and tell me how you're faring from time to time. You hear? Right. Well, I said my piece. Off you go. Yep. And there we go. So, they said Vesper Bay right there. We could just teleport because we have some extra cash. 13,000, only 100. We'll take it. For now. And there we go. Now for a little bit of walking, but remember, as we progress the MSQ, go away map, as we progress the MSQ, eventually we'll get to the point where we get a mount, and this will be all so much faster. And I completely forget that was level 20 or 25 story mission, so we're probably still a ways off. I'll relook it up eventually. Probably 20, because I'm starting to get to the main story of the game. So it seems like something important you should get pretty soon. Speaking of important, I should probably go back to, the forest area. Can't remember the name. Gotta upgrade my memory. Because there was the achievement trader, and I've gotten a few achievements thanks to dungeons. Look at the pet you can get for Pet Wars, and obviously, so I don't have the... I do love my little airship, but it's also the generic one everybody has. Oh, that just popped up, and I don't care. Yeah, the question is what I want to mount, because I'm guessing the basic mount is a chocobo. Almost every... In fact, I think every Final Fantasy game has a chocobo in it. And by that I mean one you can actually ride. If there isn't, let me know. But yeah, so it's probably just a chocobo mount, and then you gotta farm up the rest of them, and... Oh, we're back here. This is Vesper Bay. Yes, where I learned how to dye my glamour and how to make glamour. So yeah, Fangland turns out really good place to start your adventure. Okay, is this the Waking Sands? Do I talk to you? No, you have a red quest marker. One day, I'm gonna have to go through and just do all these sub-quests with a class. Because they're probably stacking up and they might give me some unique items or quest lines, but... Honestly, considering I'm level 27, I've only done the main story quest. Seems like side quest ain't really, important this time around. Alright. Tataru. Interesting name. Okay, speak my name, because clearly I can speak. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. I'm not saying tra-la-la-la-la. I just did. Darn it! I'm not doing that. I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. I had to slam some doors behind me. You should have heard me coming. Now, please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Hi, I'm Mechanist. Here on the behest of Thancred? I just said my name. My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? I just told you it's Mechanist. Mechanist Ex Machina. Ah, here you are. Yeah, look for the M's, or do not alphabetize. I guess it could be last name first, so look for the E's. Either way, shouldn't be that hard to find. Ahem. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I would definitely have a couple layers of protection. All I said was 2 names here telling me everything I need to know. I want to beef up your security now that I'm here. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to see the story ahead. I'm not saying that word, is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. Antecedent? The antecedent? The person you want to speak with is in the solar, which... Isn't that the solar system? Wait, am I diving into the void again? Are they found in the void? Take me back to the void, I miss my home. Alright, I'm here. I'm guessing I go down here. That's cool. The actual place is underground, but if this is a facade, you know, a fake business, whatever, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm just not gonna. Ooh, quite elaborate setup down here. But yet, not too elaborate. Like, these just look like ancient walls. It doesn't look like they spent $1 million trying to decorate the place. It also doesn't look like a complete mess. I take it you're Mechanist ex machina. Do you know anybody else walking around in a gray jacket and a white hat? Tartarus sent word that you had arrived. How? I just got here and they didn't move. Do you have telepathy? Lady Menphilia, interesting name, has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. Okay, cool, I can't just take the money. Noted for the future. So this is the whole group. There's Thancred, my buddy. So, you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well, if you heard it, it wasn't for me. Well met, friend. My name is Menphilia, and I lead the Scions of the 7th Dawn. Cool. I like your belt ornament. That's what I'm gonna call him, belt ornament. I have awaited your coming. Well, I just heard about you, so sorry. Are those armor pieces actually? They're not ornaments. Please, be at ease. You're among friends here. Oh, I only know one of you, so I'll make that decision for myself. Thank you very much. Now my question is, how many people here are going to perish? See, you're my buddy. No doubt you're ripe to burst with questions. Not really. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. I'm in no hurry, I just want levels. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. Well, you already told me you're the Scions of the 7th Dawn. As to what you do, that is the question. Time for a lecture. We are the Scions of the 7th Dawn. I've been told that literally 5 times in the last 5 minutes. An order that transcends political boundaries. Cool. Now how corrupt are you? Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Honorable. Now how many people are going to destroy to make that reality? Among our greatest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Those are the ones connected to Beastkin, right? Cool, you take care of that, I gotta go deal with the frickin' syndicate here in Ul'dah. Don't mind me, I gotta help the refugees, take care of the crime syndicate. I got things to do, take care of the Beastmen for me. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea. Yeah, I can see that. Nay, the world at large. Well, I only know about 3 cities, so I can't really say the whole world. And we have striven, Stroganoff, to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Okay. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. The ability to see into the void and survive without going mad. No, you're talking about my ability to harness crystals to power the crystal. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us, my ability to see the past. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? All the time. All the time, and I'd like to not go into more details. Have you heard of the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Every time I sleep, I go back to the void, so yeah. Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body. Actually, yes, I can relate to that. I am a mind without a body, although I am puppeteering one. Wave. Still won't work. Oh well, yeah, I can relate. All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Oh, I'm not talented, I put in the hard work. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. Not the worst name I've heard. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. So can I do this at will? Because so I'd be a great judge, jury, and executioner, if you know what I mean. We're putting this man on trial, I could literally just walk up to them, see through their soul, and be like, oh yeah, they're guilty, and then just blast them with a bolt of lightning. That would simplify the process so much. And plus nobody would ever be in question, except question my morality, but let's not go down that route. My morality is neutral, although I tend to lean towards the good. You will be there in his memories, yes I know, and see things he saw them, as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see. Really? I haven't done that yet. Though you cannot change the outcome of events. Okay, so that's not creepy at all. Actually, that'd probably be a good stress reliever. Oh, here's this person I really don't like. I'm gonna go into their past, and I'm gonna beat the crap out of them. It's not gonna change what happened there, it's not gonna change what happened now, and only I will know. Yeah. Great stress reliever, that. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. So, universal translation. Nice. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power. Yeah, reading people's thoughts, reading their past, and be able to understand no matter what language is spoken. Yeah, I'd say pretty useful. And this power is strong with you. I'm so glad you didn't change that word, otherwise that would have been a movie reference. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. And there's the punchline. There's the red tape, oh, this power's great. You can't use it though whenever you want. Of course not. Why wouldn't we? I only use it to glimpse the battle and then glimpse somebody buying their meat. Clearly, great purposes all. That's right, I too possess the Echo. So what would happen if I echoed your Echo? Would that even make sense? Then we're just echoing echoes and then the message gets lost eventually, right? With that established, let's return to the subject of the primals. Yeah, if I have no control over this power, what's the point of knowing anything about it? It happens, I know what's happening. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Well, overall peace, yeah, but it seems like the people have peace with each other, except here in Udon, that's because of refugees and the Syndicate, and let me get back to work. Measures must be taken. Measures, you need a ruler, which transcend boundaries. I don't know about that one, but okay. I guess it depends on which boundaries. But you can have boundaries within boundaries within boundaries, so... whatever. Be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Adventurers or the Echo. Make no mistake, the Echo, you're talking about Echo, will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. How can I look into the past of the primal? Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. Alright. Sounds like I was forced to do this no matter what. I don't mind. I know not what it is you desire for yourself. Knowledge, power, unlocking new classes, cool glamour, awesome mounts. You know, the usual. Nor what it is that first brought you to Eorzea. Well, like I just said, the power of the dark magic, eventually the power of light magic, the glamour, the pets, the mounts. You know, the good stuff. Which is funny, and I'm breaking the fourth wall here a little bit, quote unquote. I just love how in this, MMORPGs like this, the story has it like, oh, you're facing the destroyer of the world, and blah, 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 blah. And nobody really cares. They beat it, they move on, they go on to the hard dungeon with bosses that are technically weaker in canon, but the event itself is 10 times stronger to get better gear. Which again just goes back to the story mission, and it's like, well, I just crushed this world-ending threat. Can we move on? I want to get a cool-looking piece of gear. Despite the fact that apparently I have the power to destroy and save the world. I love video game logic. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, I was just explaining myself, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. And probably, usually is. I've never seen anything where it's like, you were given great power. And we don't know why. You have nothing to do with the story, goodbye. Not even as a gag. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? It makes sense. Not 100%, but it makes sense. And so I implore you, you're gonna explode me? Lend us your power. Well, I guess I can while I'm here. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. You have magic for me? We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and there's the corruption. And at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. And there's the corruption. There it is, I'm calling it right now. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? Absolutely not, and I probably don't care. They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. Don't got enough to worry about that. The papers you requested, my lady. You have no papers on you. Not even a bag to fit them in. Video game logic. And awkward silence while work is being done. I should be practicing my magic. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. You know, Tataru is probably gonna die. Just calling it. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. Which I probably won't even do. You will need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement. But believe me when I say the retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. I don't see it. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. So getting gear. That makes sense. If I want to get better gear, I'm going to need somebody to manage my gear. Although I manage my gear, I don't need anybody else, but whatever. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship. So, symbiotic relationship. Got it. We're both parasites to each other. I'm sure you will agree, and one which serves a greater good besides. Oh, don't say greater good. That just... Nobody ever uses greater good. It actually means for the greater good. Well, that was a veritable lecture. I called it was a lecture, was it not? A veritable lecture? Whatever. A vegetation lecture. Forgive me, but it is important that gonna crash again if this keeps up, that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. Well, so far all you've offered me is a retainer. Now let's talk about gear. You got anything that looks good? I invite you to consider joining us. Kinda have to, but I want to anyways. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. Hey, I'm ready to join. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members can use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. Yeah, something tells me in the middle of a desert or a forest, nobody would ever casually mention a wild rose. Great password. Quest complete. Did I level up? No, I didn't. I barely got any XP. Hiring a retainer. Mechanists are helpful NPCs, okay, who can be hired by players to carry out such tasks as storing excess skill and gear. Don't gotta worry about that. Or selling unwanted items on the market. Ah, the market. Is that why you're good? They must be sent afield on ventures. A contact of service could be drafted by the ocean. Parnell in Gridania, Chachabi in Ulda, Prunilla in Ishgard, or Kazashi in Kugane. Those were words and names. Sorry if I screwed up. Okay, let's think about this for a second. You're offering me to join the order and blah 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 blah. Let me think about it. I'm gonna take a walk and think about it. Alright, should I join? Yeah, I'll join. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. You already told me that. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. You told me that already. Long have you striven? We know. You know what? What will you say? I can say nothing. The dangers are great. Yours is no small endeavor. I will go whether the wild rose blooms. So that's my way of confirming while using the password. I like that. Oh, cool. Glamour. Okay, can we get to some action, please? I was excited to hear about the story, but can I get some action? I take it you will help us. Yep, I thought about it for a very, 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 very long time. Wonderful, I knew you wouldn't let us down. Did you? But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. I have no friends except for one. Thancred. Tell me, does the name Charleon ring any bells? Nope. It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. Aldenard? The Charlatans, were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Magic. I want to go there. I don't care if it's a desecrated city. I might find something useful there. The mastery over magic knew it, and Aether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Which is why they wiped him out, right? Among the numbers, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. There's always one. When the world began its descent into chaos, for the 18th time, their countrymen fled for the motherland. Okay. They alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Wasn't that a fancy name for a godlike being? Those same brave souls stand before you now. So you're ancient Archons. Cool. The masked woman is Yida? Probably Yida, like Yida. And beside her is Papalimo. Calling you Mo. The two are charged with surveying the 12's woods. Alright. Hi. Welcome. Okay, my turn to introduce somebody. That there is Thancred. Yeah, he's my buddy. He's our main man here in Uldal, Jewel of the Desert. Hemward Uldal. Welcome to the team. Thanks for having me. Let's get a drink afterwards. I never doubted that you'd come. Well, I did. So let's have a drink afterwards and you can explain all this stuff to me in easier detail. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Ishtola. Limsa Lemos. The ocean. No, I'm gonna get this right. Limsa Lominsa. That's why I keep screwing it up. Anyways, has the pleasure of being under her care. So you take care of the ocean. Interesting. Greetings. Last but not least is Uringer, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions. Yeah, when do we eat? Dawn may banish even the darkest night. Oh, you talk in riddles, don't you? The words of a dear friend. I am glad of our meeting. Okay. At the Battle of Cartanu, our leader was taken from us. That sucks. But we did not stray from our purpose. Congrats. We fought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Okay, so the Archons were the ones who originally established the Scions, not Minfilia. Cool. Good to know. Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. So we have the Scions, the Archons, and the wielder of the power of the Echo. This sounds amazing, doesn't it? Oh, I should also introduce you to Tartaru, the person I've talked to 3 times now, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly, and is going to be the first one blown up in a raid. I hope you live, Tartaru. I'm pulling for you. Please make your acquaintance. In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. Oh, that's going to take a very long time. Well, without further ado, to war? I would assign you your first task. Thank you, some fighting. Uringar. I'm gonna call you Nah, that doesn't sound right. Uranger? Uranger? You. Have the documents arrived from the students of Baal's decision. What? Baal decision? From the Bald place? Aye, my lady, they arrived but recently. They received a request for aid from the immortal flames. Okay, Thancred, would you do the honors? Yay, my buddy and I get to go on a mission. It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagia and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested, that's a word, of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city. So the smash and grab and also kidnapping. Got it. At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. But such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the immortal flames deal with their like almost every day. I know. Like I said, we have a crime syndicate we're dealing with, we have the beastmen we're dealing with, we have your problems we're dealing with. Let me go take care of the syndicate. That's one less problem. However, this time we have reason to believe it's a primal is involved. Ooh, do I hear a boss fight? Is that boss music I hear? Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Amaja, who were known worshippers of Ifrit. It's always Ifrit. The very first boss you fight, the very first summon you get, the blah 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 blah. It's always Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal. That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play a leading role in this investigation. Cool. Story mission dump and we're fighting a primal. What fun. Now let me go do it. You have my things. Just tell me where to go and I'll blow them up real quick. I know my fire is ineffective, but my ice and lightning should be just fine. If this was a normal game. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ul'dah. Yep, we're fellow brothers of the sand. Ever at your first service, dear fellow. Call me friend. I'm your buddy, unless you die. Then that's why you want to call me friend. Because you even know you're not going very far. That'd make me sad. Okay, let's fight as a primal. Or talk. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit, yep. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and the spate of abductions. You like to use weird words. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Makes sense. Now, since the attack on the caravans, our friends at Imagina and Sons mineral concerns have double security over all their shipments. Makes sense? In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions should take our priority. Yeah, people over goods. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone. So that we would seem a fine place to begin. Can I fast travel there? A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us our full cooperation. Do I have permission to threaten him with a little magic? Nah, probably not. Alright, we're off to fight a primal after some more talking. But it matters not, I am having fun. So the Archon founded the 7 Scions, and now the leader of the Scions is a replacement because the previous leader perished in battle. We have connections in places we probably shouldn't. Oh, cool. And of course it's unattuned. Oh, we are fast traveling. And we got some walking to do. Oh, you know what? I know what I'll do. I think when I hit level 30, I'll start looking at some of the side jobs, which I keep mentioning and not doing anything about. Wait. Let me see that map. And zoom. There it is. Okay. It was a little weird, but I got it. We're going this way. You know, if I felt like I could waste money, I would definitely hire a chocobo, but I'll just walk it. Good way to also see what level we should be. I know the mission says 17, but if the enemies around are, let's say, level 20, then we know it's actually a higher level cap. Of course, if we go here with level 17 mission, the enemies are level 15, then I guess we're on the right track. Okay, let's see. Orbons and toads and bats. I wonder if their meat tastes good. I bet there's a cooking subclass and you gotta hunt all these monsters for their meat. I wonder if food offers a buff in this game. They usually do in most RPGs. As everybody knows, you eat a nice tomato soup and you'll be able to run faster. Nah, but I get it. Personally, I prefer alchemy just for pure potions and food being for, like, restorative purposes, like eat a blueberry pie, here's a bunch of mana back. Eat a nice turkey dinner, and here's all your health back kind of thing. The buffs should be for potions. Or, you know what, mix the two. Yeah, that's what we could do. Let's mix the two. Have alchemic cooking. Okay, like I said, level 15 for level 17 mission. Oh boy. And I've only done the story missions, right? I did a little bit of side questing at the very beginning of the game, but I've mostly just done story quests. And here I am, 10 levels ahead of where I should be. How did that happen? I'm sure this won't last. I'm actually 100% sure this isn't gonna last, so I shall enjoy it for now. At least let me get to level 30 quickly. Oh, I just had a thought. I think they explained this away if I remember correctly, but I forgot we're doing all the MSQs to level up. So if I did switch to the White Mage, then it's going to take me longer because I don't have a way to level them up. I know it said that you level up faster to whatever class you have. For instance, if you have like a level 50 class and you just unlock a new one, it helps you level quicker to get to level 50. But I don't know how much quicker that is because these MSQs have given me a lot of XP for just talking. Oh, something I gotta deal with later. Alright. Let's do this. I'm Isambard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it? I'm here for a primal, but that's on the way, yes. Minfilia sent word how that an adventure fitting your description would be along. Either she has great ability to perceive what's going to happen, or you're lying. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Then let's go blow them up! Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. That's kind of nice. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely return. As long as they're not gone yet. Alright, let's see. Well, I guess we're now investigators. Alright, let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. Yeah, safe to say. You would do well to investigate them first. Okay, blow them up, ask questions later. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. Oh, yeah. There have been brutal murders, of callers at the Church of Saint Adamland. Innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserved a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure the remains for me, friend? You'll find them on the eastern road. Well, ain't this appropriate? I'm a thaumaturge, apparently we handle burial rites, and we're actually burying a few people. That's a funny turn of events. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in this area. So we're playing investigators and mortuary assistants and undertakers. But again, that's kind of the job of thaumaturges. We apparently are burial experts. I just think that's funny. Now, if we were playing a different class, this would be like weird, it's like, I'm a holy paladin, I guess I bury them in the name of blah 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 blah, but being a thaumaturge, this is right up my alley. Well, I just looked at the mission. Retrieve ripe corpses. You could have just said the bodies. I'd have to call them ripe corpses. Yes, there's enemies. There they are. I banish you. Thunder into fire, and you are going to die, so let's just cast fire on you. Any second now. There we go. Double KO. Okay, let's why do I have to be called ripe corpses? Also, how strong am I? I'm carrying 2 corpses on me and not even moving any slower. Take that, Skyrim. Okay, I got the bodies. Ready for burial. My specialty. Huh, that's actually kind of funny. Whenever I do play Minecraft, which isn't very often, but whenever I do, I don't know why, but I always make my home base a graveyard. So it's something I do, and on the gravestones I put, like, how many times I've died to creepers, how many times I've died to fall damage, how many times I've died to lava. So each tombstone reads, like, Mechanist died 5 times in lava. If I die again, I go update to 6 times. It's just a weird little thing I always do in Minecraft. So how appropriate is it that in Final Fantasy, I'm also an Undertaker? And then in Spyro, I'm a Necromancer. Is this supposed to be because I'm a machine that I keep getting paired with these dead and soul things? Huh. Never thought about that. Oh well, I'm not going to think about it anymore. It is good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Yep, I got 3 bodies for you. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, these souls will find their way across to the other side. If I was a necromancer, I could definitely make sure that happened. Well, that's what this game needs, a necromancer class. I think because necromancers are pretty rare as a class to play as. They're always evil, and I get why they're evil, but I want to play as a necromancer. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? I burned them. Did you see any? Yep, I burned them. Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unaware. Ah, so they were a militia remaining after all. Yep, and I burned them to a crisp. I feared as much. Their part in the low-born disappearing is all but confirmed. Uh-huh. But I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. This isn't a Transformers game, it's Final Fantasy. The occasional militia raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. Well, that just screams sacrifice. The total is too great and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were one among us, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? Good question. Good question. You know what, let me see what the next quest is, and I might call it there. Ooh, loot. And for worthless, I'll take more of these brawn pieces. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves, and maybe among us, that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust, I'll just call him like Angus, who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. Rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I wager he's at the inn, quaffing around the day's earning. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not to speak with you. Okay, so it seems like, to me, we're going to be doing this investigation quest for a little bit, and then that leads to a primal fight. So, we'll stop there. Next episode, we'll continue the investigation and hopefully find us a primal. It feels good to finally be making progress in the game. That feels like progress. We're part of the Scions. We're learning about the history. We're picking our enemy, the primals. Although I still want to go take care of the syndicate. But that's a personal problem for next time. Anyways, it's been fun. Let's fight a primal next time. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed playing. This has been the Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.